Hello, remade tubers, and welcome back to another Let's Play / live stream with me, Blueankylo. We're gonna go through the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. I may or may not continue this to do all 6 of them as they come out, but they are officially Square Enix's re-releasing a 2D version remake of the original 6 Final Fantasies. So we'll see how it goes. I've not spoiled too much of it for myself. Do we get a timer? Probably not this time. I'm gonna be a bit more thorough talking to people and exploring the game rather than just speedrunning. So I'm gonna try to give it a close to 100% kind of exploration this time. But yeah, so you know, Square Enix doing what they do, re-releasing Final Fantasies over and over again. This one, like I said, I haven't really looked into a whole lot. I've started a little bit, like I've just played through the intro to make sure it works. There was some graphics mess-ups just to make it play properly on my PC. So if you're playing along, you do a little bit of Google foo if you have to, if you see some screen tearing or whatever. But I think there will be Steam Workshop mods and stuff available at some point, so you never know. I'm not doing that this time. This is all just vanilla for now. So yeah, Final Fantasy, obviously if you're new to the channel or new to the video, I've played Final Fantasy since the original NES release, all through the various other remakes on PlayStation, Game Boy Advance, PSP, and none of the phone games, because screw that. But yeah, I've played many a version, lots of emulators, lots of the Final Fantasy randomizers, all kinds of stuff over the days. So one of my favorite old sort of nostalgic NES games for me was the original FF1. So I'm going to try to not be super hard on this game. I will probably be critiquing some of the things that annoy me as we go through, so I'll try not to dwell on it too much, and if you guys don't get too angry about me pointing out some flaws, but hopefully overall I enjoy it, and I mean, it's Final Fantasy, what could go wrong? So let's give it a go. We'll load this up, make a new game. First off, I do want to say the font is a little bit wibbly wobbly. Is the microphone super loud? I mean, it should be louder than the music, but I mean, you guys can let me know if something's really weird. It's the same as my recording volume anyway. So first off, yeah, the font, not a huge fan. It looks very generic. The way I understand it, it's kind of designed for more of a mobile release. It's not even released on mobile right now, but I expect it will be at some point. So the font is a little bit bland and bright. I think they could have done a better job with font selection. But yeah, so we're gonna go with actually the default party. I want to go Fighter, Thief, White Mage, Black Mage to see how the balance changes. My default original party would be Fighter, White Mage, Black Mage, and then this is always my wildcard slot. In the original game, probably Red Mage is a lot better. Well, if everyone thinks the microphone's a bit loud, I can tweak it a little bit. Maybe it got bumped or something. Once I finish bumping it, it should be a little bit quieter now. But yeah, the wildcard slot here could be anything, or you could have double Fighter, or Fighter Red Mage, or Fighter Thief, Fighter Black Belt, all very standard compositions. I'm gonna go with Thief because every version of FF1 has buffed the Thief class. The other 5 classes generally stay about the same, but Thief started out terrible, and they basically made him stronger every version. So I want to see how he's holding up nowadays. And you don't have to have 4 character names anymore. You can actually have it says like half-width characters. I assume that's like a translation thing. Yeah, we can have, well, it lets you type in an awful lot. Yeah, so so the interface could use a little bit of work. It doesn't stop you at 13 characters, or that's 12 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, okay. It's kind of strange. Anyway, it's nice you can put more than 4 in, I'll say. Now, I did get a fancy super chat on YouTube, so I will give them a little bit of a buff at least. You know, it's only fair. But I'll be taking some names from chat, and we'll see how it goes. Apparently I've got it in full screen mode, so I can't scroll without causing problems, but we'll get this in quick. We'll just go with like J. Kern, so I don't have to try to go anything super complicated. Alright, and then I'll take some names. I'll take one from Twitch side. We'll bring Shuriken, which is a perfect name for a thief, given that we know what they'll promote into one day. And then looking over on YouTube side, what do we got? Oh, we got a Will for a white mage. You must name all characters. Yeah, I mean, sure, wouldn't want to have an auto-gen name. And maybe one more. We should just make them all super short. You go like, just like the old school FF1 where you have to make a four-letter name. You know what? Nim is nice and short. That fits. Alright, so we're just taking a few names from chat. No big deal. And we'll see how things go. So, Fighter Thief, White Mage, Black Mage. The default party. It's a nice way to start. We'll see how we go. Also, thank you guys for all the super chats on YouTube. Much appreciated. Much love. So we get a full-on intro. The world lies shrouded. They've changed the what do you call it? The translation a little bit. I'll always be a fan of the original intro scroll from the NES version. You know, the world is shrouded in darkness, yada yada. But you know, they changed a little bit with the same terrible font. But I think this was basically the Dawn of Souls intro was very much the same as this. So yeah, the water is definitely upgraded, but I'd say most of everything else here is the same as it was back on the PlayStation. And the earth begins to rot. Decay is not as fun. I do like, they got like some of those transition effects where the like earth turned a different color and stuff. The graphics are pretty good so far. Again, not to point fingers at the font too much, but the font's a little bit on the low end. But yeah, default opening to Final Fantasy 1. I don't think there's any way to skip it either. I tried to do it on my test run. It'd be nice if you could like skip through these intros. I feel like it starts a little slow here, you know, compared to like the NES version where you just make your characters and you're playing, but it's fine. Comic Sans. Maybe Steam will let you change it. Alright, they give you a tutorial. Okay, first off, there's a map. I like it. I'll keep it pretty small most of the time. You should be able to turn it off, but small will be fine. Let's see what else we got. Big map. I like it. Doesn't take half an hour to draw. Status screen. We'll do a quick look at the config. Yeah, there's an auto battle. You can go scan lines if you want. Changing brightness levels, sure. Volume controls. Most of the normal graphic settings for a modern JRPG. I do like, this is one thing Square Enix needs to do all the time, is make sure that you can switch, confirm, and back. Because traditionally, for whatever reason, Japanese versions have it, you know, A, B, B, A, or X, Y, Y, X, and North American games are the other way around, so it's nice that you can just set it to whatever you want. Alright. Moving your characters around, no big deal. Let's see. We'll just go through all this stuff here quick. Let's see. Status screen. So first thing, they're taking the Dawn of Souls version of the stats, unlike the original NES version. So, we'll see how that works out. I don't know. I have not looked up any of the mechanics. They've got the same MP style where you've got slots like D&D rather than MP like most Final Fantasies. I appreciate that. And I think the accuracy formula is different because a fighter definitely started with more than 10% hit rate in the original. But the thief's got some extra. You could probably figure out the formula. But I'm not gonna get too mathy on you guys for this first run, but I want to keep an eye on the changes, you know. I expect we start with basic gear, yeah, knife and clothes, same as the Dawn of Souls version. No magic. Shouldn't be anyway. No potions. Cornelia, I still prefer the Corneria version, honestly. Also, there's a run button and you can move diagonally. So that's a plus. This is Cornelia, City of Dreams. I'm a dancer. I'm good. They didn't remove the dancer. I'm not going to do voice acting for everything, but I will try to talk to most of the people because, you know, classic. This is all same stuff it was before in the original. So at the very least, they haven't like retconned a whole bunch of the original interactables. You could always try to look down the well, and the game would try to tell you not to. So, you know, I appreciate all that. Yeah, kind of modern interface. So we'll just pick up 2 rapiers, a hammer, and that's all we'll need. Equip screen in here. Convenient. Sure. I don't remember exactly which one of these, like the, you know, the Game Boy Advance version had most of this stuff, but still. This is reprogrammed, right? Like they I'm pretty sure they built it from scratch once again, so. Looks like the stats on the armor and weapons is about the same as usual. 1 defense, -1 evade. Chainmail is 15, wood armor or leather armor now is 4. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much the same as always. No random magic though, sadly. How much money we got? 370? Oh yeah, they got the Dawn of Souls sort of economy, right? If you're playing the original NES, you cannot afford to buy all your magic the first time you come to Cornelia. Why change wood armor to leather armor? Well, wood armor was 4 letters and leather armor was too many letters probably. So it was just a translation thing. Cure 1. We'll pick up, I mean, I'll spend some money, I guess. Although it won't be as overpowered as the Dawn of Souls remake because you have to use spell slots rather than total MP, where, you know, when you've got 100 MP, casting Protect for 2 or something is no big deal, but we're only going to have a few spell slots, so. Rescue the princess! Sage Lucan! Okay. So they do give you all the same kind of tips. The original game was always good at this, if I never pointed out, but it did give you a lot of, like, tips on where to go and long run, like... I did think, like, the original NES was pretty good, this version, the FF1 NES version, at giving you some idea of where to go, rather than some of the NES RPGs at the time where you just randomly click things. But yeah, little tips to go to Provoca, find Lucan, all that stuff nice and early. There is way too much for sale at the first item shop. I'll tell you that straight off. They should have spread this stuff out a bit. So potions are buffed, high potions, same as Dawn of Souls. Ether is cheating, but okay, 1 MP for each level, interesting. Phoenix Downs are sort of cheating, antidotes, so sort of standard, like Final Fantasy, like Super Nintendo Final Fantasy style stuff, basically. Remedies even, probably not that important, but interesting. So sleeping bags are the old tents, tents are the old cottages, and now cottages are the new houses. Sure, that's fine. They're still pretty expensive, but that's alright. Okay, we'll worry about buying some of that later. And then the guards are going to not let us leave, so it's same as Dawn of Souls. We're going to have to go see the king. Go through another cutscene. We got some crystals, you know the story, right? I don't have to read all this. You have to read the manual to get the whole story now. Yeah, selling everything in the first item shop is a little bit rough. I mean, they should save that till you get at least Elfland or Crescent Link. Crystal Bearers. Yeah, okay. Rescue Sarah. No problem. And then there's the Chancellor that we don't want to trust because evil Chancellors that weren't in the original are probably trouble. Yeah. The Chaos Shrine to the north. I think the text here is very much the same as the GBA version and the PlayStation version, all that. Except for the bad font. None who can match Garland, the finest swordsman of the kingdom. Yeah. And he'll build us a bridge. Thanks. Okay, let's just skip through all this. The intro is a little slow compared to the randomizer where we just start playing. Oh yeah, the dancing girl knows lots of stuff. Go talk to the dancing girl. The Chancellor knows all about her and her tricks. Music though. Whew. They've really spiced up the Corneria Castle music. Pretty good. Have I ever done 4 of the same class? I have done 1 solo of every class. So yeah. Let's go check the old rooms down here. Garland fled to the north. Oh, there's even a map for the castle, right? Nice. I like this. It's got that nice mappy sort of look. So I assume dungeons will have maps as well. That's pretty cool. That's a new feature. 4 white mages? It's an old Nintendo Power joke. Back in the original, like back in the 90s, it was like, can you defeat this game with 4 white mages? The answer is yes. And this is the Queen, right? She hangs out down here. Queen Jane, yeah. She doesn't play a very important part of the story, but she just stays there. Being able to run diagonally, high five for that. And Sarah's unnamed sister, who just cries around in the dining room. Let's see, there's someone up in the top left here. This is the invisible guy from the original NES version. You can still talk to him, but he's invisible. Power consumed him for some reason. Everyone just wants me to save the princess. I mean, you know, JRPGs, right? The best, if you wanted to do a solo party, or like if you want to do a single class 4-person party, 4 fighters will have the easiest time, you know, probably. Fighters are just very hard to kill. Alright. Ooh, they actually tell you straight up that the Elf King has the key. Yeah, it's nice. I think in the original game they're like, we just lost the Mystic Key. We don't know where it is. But, yeah, that's all good. One secret you might not know from FF1? Secrets. I mean, most people probably know about the Peninsula of Power and all that. Goodbye, backup save. Alright, let's take our time. Let's do a couple random encounters. We're not gonna rush straight to fight Garland. We'll take this a little serious. Got serious battle music too. Okay, so the thief starts with 2 attacks. That's pretty good. Goblins should have 8 hit points. Goblin Guard should have 16, if it's the same as the original. And we just go auto battle. Not bad. We're gonna try to keep Nim alive. No armor, very low hit points, pretty standard. Let's see. Where was the EXP? Okay, so they show you the total experience rather than the... So normally they divide it by the number of surviving party members before they tell you how much experience you got. Now they're showing you the total... I see. A little bit different interface, sort of how they describe it to people. You can defend as well. That's kind of a new feature. Auto battle. Feels a lot like the Game Boy Advance version. Music is solid though. Hey there, Ridgebull, and anyone else I missed in chat. Okay, I haven't memorized like the stat arrays from the NES or the GBA versions, but it looks pretty similar. There's usually like some guaranteed stats at a level up, and then some of the other stats are a bit randomized. One thing I wanted to check. So we're getting 2 attacks in with the thief at like 15 accuracy. So yeah, it used to be 32-64 and so on. Every 32% hit rate was another swing. That's definitely different. It's not even half, like it's not 16 or anything. Interesting. I think I'll try to get to level 3 like normal, and then we'll go fight Garland. It won't take very long. I have not played Mod of Balance since my original playthrough. I do like the auto battle feature, that's not bad. Can we get a couple of different enemies here, maybe? If we go into a different encounter zone? I was hoping we'd find some mad ponies and see how bad they are. I kind of like the enemy dying animations a little bit better than it used to be. As far as the 4 main characters' sprite work, I'm not totally sold on it yet, but you can save anywhere outside. That's cheating, but sure. You can change your map sprite too. I think the thief's colors looked a bit too bland. They're all kind of blended together a bit. Probably one more fight and we'll be done here. White Mage looks totally fine. I think the thief looks a little bit boring. Something about his color scheme. But, you know, the enemies and the weapons, the swords and stuff all look pretty solid. Once again, 1 XP shy. Fighter, I'd say the fighter's okay. I think it could be sharper though, like the NES version of the fighter. I actually have played with the NES sprites quite a lot in my adventures. He's got a little bit more, I mean, red armor. He doesn't have the red hair anymore. He had a little bit more white accentuations in the original, but boy, 90 HP, that's a pretty good start for a fighter dude. Thief dude, just getting agility, classic. White Mage, pretty normal. Black Mage, 1 more hit point. Sorry, Nim. Alright, we'll buy a couple healing potions and stuff, and we'll go do the first dungeon. We might want a couple antidotes. I have a lot of money. Should be enough to go to the inn still, so. The thief had cool blue hair originally. Oh, I forgot about this. The training guys. I'm not going to talk to them. You can read the tutorial if you want on your own time. Wait, what? Well, that's dumb. Here's a -1. The inn shouldn't default to no. If I spend the time to go into the inn and talk to the girl, I shouldn't have to press down. Just wasting my time. I'll probably click no on resting a lot. Well, you guys can keep count if it's a big problem. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm not sure if the inn saves it anymore either, so... Yeah, no, the inn does not save it. You have to do saves yourself. That's not a huge problem, it's just... I'm used to doing it a certain way, so... The fighter is not one-shotting the Grimps. That's a little bit unfortunate for a rapier. I would say early game, the thief is actually kind of overpowered, honestly. Well, he'll probably get his second swing soon, but yeah, level 3 Rapier Warrior, pretty weak. Whereas the Thief is doing, like, considerably more damage. Thief has got a lot of buffs. A lot of buffs. I was gonna save it. Whatever. We'll go check the chest first. We should be okay to fight a ghoul. It's got the stun touch like always. Very nice. I will give that to the poor Black Mage because that doubles their defense and they need it. Hey there, James. It's alright so far. Alright, these spiders are nothing to worry about. They shouldn't even be able to poison you. Encounter rate seems pretty similar to the original. Yeah, we can probably take this fight. They're pretty strong. The Thief is carrying the party of all the things. Doing double the damage of the fighter. That's whack. Alright. Hopefully the fighter... Well, we got some really nice stats on level 4. Very good. Except for the poor Black Mage. Classic. Yeah, the mod balance is really cool. I should maybe give it another try one of these days. But, we'll save that for a little later. Okay, let's get the Black Mage out of one-shot territory. Maybe the Thief as well. And then just for my own reference, 12%, 20%. So I think the Thief is getting like 2% accuracy per level, and the fighter is getting 1. Like everyone is getting 1 except the Thief. Interesting. There we go. So, wait. Auto battle uses the last action you took, not just a regular melee attack. That's kind of annoying. Just wasted one of my very few spells. Yeah, I don't have cursor memory on, it just... Alright, that's fine. But, okay, so fighter is now hitting twice at level 4. They've definitely tweaked the math in the background a little bit here. That's 12%, so maybe 12% per swing? So, assumedly 24% will be third swing, is my current guess. It's not like we have 12% actual hit rate, because we haven't even missed a single attack yet. So, it's kind of a weird number to be a percent, but whatever. Let's just save it before we fight Garland, just in case. And, I mean, we got a sleeping bag. I bought it for a reason. Oh, I don't think the Silver Sword will be in Elfland. Very unlikely. If it's like the Dawn of Souls remake, there'll be a chance that Garland can drop a broadsword, though. We'll see. An item you normally can't get out of the inner sea. The king will exchange the kingdom for his daughter. Yeah, I don't know about that. He just sent some assassins. Aye, Garland will knock you all down. At least they got that. At least they got that. Ooh, the big music. Yeah, there's lots of cats over on Twitch today. It's all good. Yep, music is definitely a thumbs up for me. Alright, let's do this. I'll save. I'll just save for cure. And I wish I had more spells. We could try to put him to sleep. It probably won't work. Wow. They may have changed the magic accuracy, so who knows. It's gonna be a really easy fight if he doesn't wake up soon. I guess when we hit him, we woke him up. It's fine. I think we stole one of his actions, though, so... Yeah, no problem. We probably could have beat him at level 1. It's not a big deal. Classic Garland doesn't put up much of a fight. Unless you're a solo thief in the original. You like the PSP version visually? I think it's using almost exactly the same like dungeon artwork. The first time you saw anyone defeated Garland, and the last time. It'll never happen again. You know, because he's dead. Maybe they took like the GBA version of the dungeon design. Alright. Yeah, we're not gonna read the whole prophecy. Light the 4 crystals or orbs as you prefer. Defeat the fiends. Yada yada. Alright. Hey there, Rainbow Bull. Still just talking about the dancing girl. We still have a missable loot. Although I bet you if you try to walk out of the room, she'd give it to you. Yeah, I mean, I like the orbs. I like the nostalgia of the NES version myself. Alright, happy we saved the princess. Yeah, but does the PSP version have diagonal running? Come on. Or a map? A literal map of the inside? I should have checked it in the Chaos Shrine. I mean, I don't know if I want to go talk to literally everyone every time we do anything, but, you know. Princess or Queen Jane doing Queen Jane things. I don't know if we're going to find out the name of Sarah's sister ever. Nope. We did get a kiss. Pretty good. I don't know for sure if I'm going to play all the Pixel ones. Maybe 1 through 3. I'm going to have a harder time with the 4 through 6 remakes because it's less of an upgrade and more of a side grade. Yeah, okay, same cutscene as the other one. Although the water looks pretty nice. The hammer sound effect could maybe go down a little. Could be a bit quieter. Yeah, the hammer sound effect is not really selling this for me. Can I skip this? No skipping cutscenes allowed. I would have added a button to skip cutscenes. What does the bridge have to do with prophecy? Nothing. It's for trade with your nearest neighbors. Everyone can go buy some herb from the witch now that you got a bridge. Alright. Do we need to go shopping? Probably not. We'll rest up, save our money for better weapons. Because we're not playing a randomizer, we actually need to progress through all the normal, we just have to progress through all the normal shops and stuff like you usually do. And I have to now... I kind of wish it saved when you went to the inn, honestly, because that'd be nice. Anyway, let's go visit Matoya real brief. We'll loot... Alright, cutscene. Yeah, standard stuff. Sit back and enjoy the prelude one last time. You've done the intro. Maybe I should split the video up for the future tubers. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I do like the widescreen support, though, rather than the old 4:3 ratio. It's definitely got some... Oh, this is gonna be gross, man. It's the font. I mean, they've got some... Maybe a little bit of drop shadow on their basic aerial, but that's still pretty boring. It is definitely paying a lot of homage to the original NES artwork, so I like it. I think the font is terrible, though. And it's really obvious when they do it like this. It's not as bad when you're just in battle or whatever, but... They should have found one of those nice medieval fantasy looking fonts and just used that. Also, they should really be allowing you to skip cutscenes, because, I mean, what year is it? 2021? We don't need to sit around and watch these for 10 minutes every time we play. This is the kind of reason why these games will have a hard time finding speedrunners, if it takes longer to play through than the original NES version. I mean, that's pretty classic. Alright, well, this is a lot of goblins. Let's try the old sleepy sleepy. I think the PSP version has nicer spell effects, but they might have been a little bit over the top, you know, a little bit too crazy. I know the PSP version certainly made it look really explodey. But honestly, so far, I'd say it's pretty enjoyable. Pretty good quality so far. There's a few things I'm not a huge fan of, but overall, it's pretty good. I'm very confused by the accuracy increasing stats. I have a feeling the thieves are buffed a lot more than the last version. But I'd have to play the Dawn of Souls remake at the same time to get a, you know, the full sense of it. Diagonal movement, though, that helps. That definitely helps. Maybe we should start speeding up a little bit here. The, I will say the end of battle, like running away, it's slow. Frontwards, backwards, yeah. Cancel and L1? Maybe on the map, that'll be something different. It's interesting if they have to match it up to whatever your button configuration is. I am certainly glad that they're not just letting the series die. There are so many cool RPGs and just games from the NES, Super Nintendo era. It's nice that the Final Fantasy 1 through 6 games aren't just completely ignored, like so many old beloved games are gone now. And it was smart of them to release it on Steam, honestly. I think that was a good idea. Same old. Alright, well, cancel L1, we'll have to try outside. Because normally the secret was getting to the map, but the map has its own button now. Because L1, R1 changes your overworld sprite. Maybe there's a secret we'll have to find later. I wonder if they have the boat minigame. This could be a bit of a tough fight. I do like early game ogres, though. It feels like the sleep hit rate has been pretty good. Let's try this out. I would say sleep has a higher rate than it used to be in the NES version. Yeah, I was holding B and pressing L. Okay, the fighter is starting to do some serious damage now, by the way. Suddenly the fighter got a level up, and the damage swing has, the damage gap has widened. What's the difference? 3 attack value difference, and he's doing like double the thief's damage now, even though he's getting the same number of hits. Weird. Preemptive strikes are good. It might not be telling you when you get a critical hit. Yeah, they're doing the same damage. The fighter was getting crits. You pretty much can guarantee it. But it doesn't show you at the bottom of the screen like we're used to. Maybe there's like a flash or something, like if you're paying attention, the color might, you know, the screen might shake or the enemy color might flash or something. No, they remake the old the old Final Fantasy games every 2 to 5 years, let's say. Alright, kill the iguana. Wow. I mean, the fighter still has the armor. They're definitely the best tank. Leveling up is pretty quick, same as Dawn of Souls, as far as I can tell. Just they've changed the stats a little bit. Well, I don't know if we can save inside anymore, so... You normally don't get 2 level ups on the Walk to Provoca. Ooh! Provoca looks nice. I do like the water effect. I didn't mean to leave, I just wanted to look at the water. The water animation is pretty smooth. It's almost so smooth it's out of place with the pixels for the grass and the walls. Like, the water's like HD compared to the rest of the game. Please help us. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, level 2 white magic is pretty bad. Probably not worth the money right now. We should probably just save up for iron armor and stuff, honestly, but slow's okay. Temper's really good if it works. Yeah, if you're playing like solo black mage, you might want to pick up some of these, but right now I don't think it'll make much difference. I'll save my money for the moment. No, of course this temper works. It's worked since the Dawn of Souls. You know, given the downscaled accuracy rate, the game probably prioritizes accuracy buffing weapons more than it used to, rather than 3264 for breakpoints. If it's 12, 24, 36, if I'm correct, then plus 10 is a much bigger difference than the old days. Now I want to listen to the shop music. Shop music is really nice. Anyway, we'll buy a scimitar for the thief, and I have a feeling we would take the what's normally called the short sword. Well, we had 24 hit rate. He wasn't getting 3 attacks. So the math might not be quite that simple. I will sell some of my garbage gear after we're done shopping here, don't worry. Yeah, the original Final Fantasy 1, 2, and I think they fixed it in 3. I kind of liked that if you targeted something that died, you wasted your attack. It was a bit brutal, but it had a nice kind of style to it. I understand why they made it easier, but... okay, iron armor would be the main thing. It's kind of expensive. It's 800 for iron armor normally. I feel like they didn't discount it as much as some versions. Did you notice some people are getting -1 evasion? How does that work? You know what? I betcha the new accuracy and evasion are a secondary stat. and that it's still using the +1. Like, there's probably the full number somewhere behind the scenes where the leather gloves essentially is like -1 evasion +1 defense. But the percentages it's showing you here for accuracy and evasion are not the full value behind the scenes. I bet you they've done some math. They've done some tricks. It could be still in the background, the hit rate is 32, 64, 96, etc. But they've changed it so that 255 is 100%, so they've just mathed it down. And they're just showing you a percent now out of what was originally 255. Maybe. That's my current hunch. Bet you we can't buy any progression items here, though. They do have the full set. I guess all the item shops might just be the same, honestly, at this rate. Interesting. Okay, let's kill some pirates. We should be fine, right? What are we looking at for... Well, we'll go to the inn first, just in case. Who knows? Maybe they buffed them up. Also, I keep forgetting, we should be talking to people to show off, you know, the terrible font, but, you know, any difference. They might have buffed them, you never know. The bosses in Dawn of Souls definitely got, in general, a lot more hit points compared to the original version. So, maybe the pirates have 20 hit points now. Cannonballs of Steel. Alright. Some of the translation's pretty good. Not even boss music, though. Alright, let's just smack around a little bit. They're hitting harder than vanilla pirates, I'm pretty sure. And they've got more than 9 hit points, I'll tell you that. But the sleep spell is way more accurate than it used to be. It used to be about somewhere around 50 to 75% on these guys. And I just hit everybody except one. Ah, they got the shield animation from the Super Nintendo versions. Nice. Ooh, the Black Mage is getting double attacks. That's not something that we normally get this early. The mages have very slow hit rate growth. Interesting. First over 100 damage on the fighter. Good job, J. Kern. Yeah. Oh, we got the rare item. One of the rare drops. It's the first equipment drop, I think. Well, sorry, Bicky. I be most sorry, young master. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me pirate ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? No, you've been murdering and enslaving a town for who knows how long. Kill him. I mean, we would take his ship one way or the other. Yeah, the water is really high quality for sure. Buckle down and be the hardest worker in the town. Ye believe me, don't ye? No, not even the slightest. Alright, everyone's super impressed with us because we're awesome. Let's see if we sell a bunch of old stuff, if we can buy that iron armor while we're here, because it would be pretty nice. Why is it keeping... Oh, it's because they're equipped. I see. We don't have anywhere near enough money. Alright. We need another 140, so we'll buy some iron armor later. I guess we could buy... What would we buy for magic? I always feel bad passing a level with not buying any new spells. But really, we should probably just save up for Fire 2 and all that. Fira and Thundra. Probably. Yeah, yeah. Let's go talk to the old man that no one ever talks to. I fled from Melmond. It's a terrible sight. The earth rots! Hey, at least someone knows the earth is rotting and not just decaying. Well, the ice spell's pretty strong, but... yeah, considering what you're about to get level 3, it's not very good.